Hello everybody and welcome to this week's coding class. Apologies for not posting it on Friday. I had a little technical issue, which is my microphone stopped working. So I had to fix that before I could actually record, or else you guys wouldn't hear me. But anyway, here we are, and this week I have a super exciting class for you. In case you don't know, at the end of this week in the United States, they're going to be celebrating Thanksgiving. It's a national holiday. So what we are going to be doing is a Thanksgiving special. And it's all about catching something. So basically in the United States, it's tradition to eat turkey for Thanksgiving. And what we are going to do is catch that turkey. But let's see what we're going to be doing. So I think it pops up over here on this side. I'm going to press green. And this is it. So what you can see is this very strange turkey trying to run over an autumn field and hide from us so we don't catch it. And it is pretty fast. So what we have to do with our finger is try and catch him. So I'm going to try and tap, but it's pretty hard, and that's the fun part of the game. So he's trying to run from us. Well, I can't even catch him. Whoa! Okay, turkey. There he is, there he is. No, there he is. Gotcha! Okay, woof, that was hard. We can make it a little bit slower or faster to make it in different levels of difficulty. But basically, the turkey is going to be hiding through the autumn field. So you see that you have like these orange and red trees. And then when you catch him, he's going to say Happy Thanksgiving. And while you're trying to catch him, he says gobble, 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 gobble. It was hard for me to catch him. So are you guys excited about this coding class? I really hope so. I am excited too. So let's get started. Grab your iPad with ScratchJr. Let me start up the app. Which will appear there. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a new project. So we're going to press up here on the left, the box with the plus sign. And as always, we have ScratchJr in the middle of the screen, which we don't need. So we're going to take our finger, press on him, long press for a while until he wiggles, and then we are going to press on that red cross so that we have an empty screen, okay? And what we're going to start by doing is putting an autumn background. So if we go all the way up here next to ABC and where you have the green and the blue, that's the background button. We're going to press on that and we're going to take our finger and scroll all the way down. So swipe up until you get down to the backgrounds. And under the stage in the basketball court and next to the winter, you have this fall one. So it has the trees, it has like leaves on the floor. We're going to use that one. So after you've selected it, press the tick sign and you should have your fall background, okay? So the only thing we're going to need for this one is one character, which is the turkey. And since ScratchJr doesn't have a turkey, we get to draw him, okay? So what we're gonna do is press here on the left, so under ScratchJr in the house, press that plus sign on the left, and we're going to press the paintbrush. So up here next to the tick and the cross, we press that paintbrush, okay? And now we are going to draw our turkey. And the way that we draw our turkey is start by making a body. So we're gonna make like two circles. One is gonna be the body and the other one is gonna be the head. And then we're gonna add feathers and eyes and all that. So on the left, we're gonna get, so you have the squiggly line that looks like a snake. We have this round one. So we're gonna press on the round one, okay? And we're going to make a circle, like a round circle. So if you see around here, there's like these darker squares. So we're going to start more or less at the darker square, the darker line, sorry, not the darker square. And we're going to go 1. So you see here, there's a darker line too. 2 in diagonal, so here. And 3, okay? And we have a circle. So put your finger there and drag your finger all over here. If you make a mistake by any chance, on the top you have this arrow to go backwards. So press on the arrow to go back and then you can draw it again. So I'm going to start here, put my finger, count one big square down, one other big square down, and a third big square down. And I should have a nice round circle, okay? Cool? So that's the body, okay? And now we're going to make a head. And for the head, we're not going to make it totally round. We're going to make it a little bit oval. So we're going to start more or less here. You see like there's a dark line there and a dark line there, more or less in the middle of those dark lines. Oops, I don't like that head. So I'm going to press the arrow back, and actually we're going to make it a little bit smaller than the other one. So we're going to start more or less here. So you see this is the middle, just a little bit there where the dark line is. So kind of like there. And we're going to drag him down like that. Okay, so started more or less there and ended more or less here. Okay, and that looks like a big body and a smaller head. Okay, now that we have that, we're going to color the inside. So we have that by pressing brown, because turkeys tend to be brown. And we're going to press on the paint bucket. That's here on the right. So you see you have the arrows, the stamp, the scissors, the camera, and the bucket. So first we paint the body, and then we paint the head. Okay, so just with your finger, tap in the middle of the circle and the middle of the other circle. Okay, so if I press here and I press there, I get the whole thing brown. So we have our body and our head. Now we're going to make some feathers, and we're going to make them we're going to have a colorful turkey. So we're going to press on the squiggly line here, so on the top left, so the one that looks like a snake. It's not the circle, not the square, this one. We're going to make the line as thick as we can, so down here, and we're going to start choosing colors. I'm going to start probably with pink, why not? And we're going to swipe up and back, okay? And we're going to color that part there. So just like make one feather. And then I'm going to choose another color. So I'm going to use orange, very wintry. And I'm going to swipe again up and back. Then I'm going to, so just with your finger, you swipe back and forth. I'm going to use blue. So again, up and down. Oops, a little bit thicker. Let's make it like that. I'm going to go to green. So I press on the green. Then I press up here, up and back. Now, let's see, I'm going to go to the other side. So I'm going to start with yellow, and I'm going to do a feather here. There we go. I'm going to go to red, dark red probably, and I'm going to swipe here. So this is all being done with my finger. I'm just like going back and forth and drawing on it. I'm going to go for green again, but this time a darker green. So I'm going to go back and forth here a little bit, and I'm going to end with, what color haven't I used? Purple. I haven't used purple yet. So I'm going to use purple and put these tail feathers in purple, okay? So now that I have the feathers of the turkey, I'm going to do his face. So we're going to do some eyes. And the way you do the eyes is you go here to the left, you press on the circle, so you have the squiggly line, the square, in the middle you have the circle. We're going to use a line which is half mid-size, so this one here, and we're going to press on black. And we're going to put a dot here and a dot here. Okay, just tap on it with your finger and it'll do like a little circle automatically. Okay, so he has two eyes. We're going to make a nose, so we're going to make a triangle nose. We're going to go here, so under the circle, the square, you have the triangle. We're going to press yellow. And we're going in the middle of the eyes, start in the middle of the eyes, and kind of go a little bit left. So you make a little triangle. Okay, so just start and drag a little bit. Okay? And for the last thing, we're going to make, you know how they have that thing in the neck, that red part of the neck? And for the life of me, I don't know the name of it. I could investigate on internet, but I really don't know. So it's that red thing that the turkeys have here. Next time I'm going to look it up. We're going to press on red color. So maybe, yeah, this red. We're going to go again to the squiggly line. So up there, so you have the square, the circle, and the squiggly line. And we're just going to kind of draw back and forth something there that looks like that part there of the turkey. Okay? How does it look? I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I don't like that. So, like that. Okay, there we go. So we have that neck part now. And what are we missing? We're just missing some legs. So we keep the squiggly line. We're going to press on black. Okay? And what we're going to do is with our finger again, we're going to draw one leg here. And then a turkey has like 3 toes. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. and we're going to draw another line, and then 1, 2, 3. So I'm just doing this with my finger. So just kind of draw the three things, okay? What do you guys think? Does it look like a turkey? I think it looks like a pretty nice turkey, pretty Thanksgiving turkey. Okay? If I drew anything too fast, or you're not able to follow, just press on pause on the YouTube video, finish drawing, and then keep going, okay? So, or else I just do some pauses in here. Some of you will go faster, some of you will go slower. So, when you finish that, press on the tick box up here, and you should have a turkey in the middle of your screen. We can leave them there in the middle, no big problem, because now we're going to start coding. And what we're going to do is try and make his movements a little bit random. And what that means is, if I would put the turkey just moving to the left all the time, it would be pretty easy for you guys to tap him. So what we want him to do is kind of just go all over the place. And ScratchJr doesn't really have this random way of doing things. So the way we're going to do it is have various lines of code which are slightly different, so he does different things at different times, okay? So we're going to start by movement. We're going to go to the yellow blocks, and we're going to do start on green. So as soon as the program starts, he's going to start moving, and he's just going to keep on moving. So we're going to do one line of code, which is this green flag. We're going to tell him to move super fast because we want him to not be easy to catch. So we go to the orange blocks and we go to this one of speed. And under the triangle of that one, we have 3 speeds: slow, normal, and fast. So you'll see slow is like somebody kind of stopped. Normal is the person with some lines, so he's walking. And fast is like running with a lot of lines. So we're going to go running. We're going to want him to do this super fast. And what we're going to do is the first line of code is going to have him like move left. I'm probably on the opposite side on the screen. So left, up, and right. Okay, and then we're going to do another one which is only down and right, so that way he gets erratic. So we're going to go to the movement blocks, the blue ones, and we're going to drag down the right. So have him move once to the right, once to the left, sorry, what am I saying? The left block, once to the left, and then we're going to go to the up block. Drag that down, and under he has 1 up. We're actually going to change that. So we press on the 1 and we're going to put 4. Okay? And we're now going to make him move right. So drag the right block. Instead of this 1, put 6. Okay? So you should have a 1, a 4, and a 6. And now we're going to tell him to repeat that movement over and over again. So we're going to go to the red blocks and drag down the one with the arrows. Okay, cool? So we're done with that. Now we're going to do another movement coding. So we're going to go to the yellow blocks, drag down again this green block. So start on green. We're going to do the speed. So orange blocks, the speed block. We're going to press on that triangle under it and do the fast one. Okay, so exactly the same as the one on the top. Okay, and now we're going to do slightly different blocks of movement. So we're going to go here to the blue. We're going to drag down. So move down. Under it, we're going to press that 1, and we're going to put the number 8. Okay, 8. And now we're going to go to the move right, and we're going to put the number 10. So press on the 1 and put a 1 and a 0. Okay. And we're going to go to the red blocks and drag down the arrows. So if you see, like the movement blocks are different and they have different numbers. And they're doing it at the same time. And the idea with this is he's not going to be always doing the same thing. Because the top line of code is going to be telling him to move left, up, and right. While the bottom line of code is going to be telling him to move down and right. But with different numbers. So this means that both of them together will make him move in very weird ways because they're not exactly parallel, the same number of movements, okay? It's different movements. So that means that one of these loops will be running slightly differently than the other one. That probably didn't make a lot of sense because I didn't explain it very well, but you'll see what I mean when the turkey starts. Actually, we can show what it means. So let's press green, and you see how the turkey doesn't really repeat the same thing. It's kind of like weird and all over the screen. And if you look at the code on the bottom, the top one is moving much faster. It's looping much faster than the bottom one. So you see like the blue arrows, and that's what makes it slightly erratic or random, as I would say. It's not totally random, but I think it's the best we can do with ScratchJr. I really hope that made some sense to you. So let's press the stop button, which is up there. So instead of green flag, if you guys also press this, we're going to press the reset. So next to the green flag, you have this little arrow with the cross. We're going to press on that. So we should have our turkey in the middle of the screen again. And what we're going to do now is, if you remember in the game, the turkey would appear and disappear. So what we're going to do is start another 2 lines of code in parallel as well. So it's a little bit erratic as well. So we're going to go to the green flag, drag down the green flag. We're going to go to the orange ones, and we're going to use a stopwatch. So this is going to tell him to wait. And under that, we're going to put, instead of the number 10, the number 5. Okay? And we're going to tell him to, in this case, disappear. So we're going to go here, and we're to purple, and we're going to use a disappearing block. It's not the one that's completely filled, it's the other one. So we drag that one down. We're going to go to the red blocks and do the loop, okay? So this says, when you start, every 5 tenths of a second, disappear, and then loop, okay? So if we only left this, he would always be disappeared. He wouldn't ever appear, or he would be hidden. So we're gonna do another line of code with a green flag for him to appear. So green flag, again, orange, and we're going to drag down the clock. Under the clock, we're going to use the number 8. So instead of 10, put 8. The reason I'm doing 8 instead of 10 is I don't want it to be a multiple of 5. So it's not always the same thing. So they're always going to be slightly different. It's going to make it appear a little bit more erratic. You'll see that in a second as well. And now we go to the purple blocks, and we drag down the block of appearing. It's the one that has the person colored in white. So we're going to go there and use that one. We're going to go to the red blocks and drag down the one with the arrows, okay? So now if we press the green flag, you see how the turkey appears and disappears, but he doesn't always appear exactly for the same amount of time. He kind of like, sometimes he appears a little bit longer, sometimes a little bit shorter. That's what these 2 lines of code are doing, okay? Cool. So now we can press the stop, so the red one on the top, and we can press the reset button again. So we have the turkey in the middle, okay? Now before we do our last 2 lines of code, actually we're going to create the scene of Happy Thanksgiving, because if we touch him, we have to make him go to that scene, and we haven't done it yet. So we're gonna go here on the right, we're gonna press the plus button, so under the turkey, press the plus button. We're going to go to ScratchJr, press on him to take him out, so long press on ScratchJr, and then that red cross. On the left, we're going to add a new object. So we're going to press the plus sign. We're going to press the paintbrush. And we're going to write with our finger, Happy Thanksgiving. So here, we're going to make sure that we have selected the squiggly line, so the snake. The arrow, probably the middle one, the arrow. The size of the line can be the small one or the middle one. I'm going to leave it on the middle one. And make sure you have the color black or any other color that you guys want. And what we're going to do with our finger is write happy, so H-A-P-P-Y, Thanksgiving. So oops. If you make a mistake, use that arrow on the top left. So this one here. And go back. Is it going to fit? Is it going to fit? It fits almost. You have to write it kind of small. If you can't really write yet, ask whoever's with you to help you. So ask your mom, your dad, your older brother or sister, a friend, whoever is at home with you, okay? When you finish writing Happy Thanksgiving, press the tick box and drag it up. So put your finger on it and drag it up. And then add a plus sign and add a character. So we're going to go here to the left. Sorry guys. Go here to the left under the Happy Thanksgiving. Press that plus sign. Press on the turkey and add the turkey. Press on the tick box, okay? and drag that turkey down. So, okay? So what we're going to do here is code one thing. So we're going to press the yellow blocks, drag down the yellow block with the green flag. We're going to go to the green blocks, so the sound blocks. We're going to record ourselves saying Happy Thanksgiving. So press on that microphone, press on the record, and say, Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and press the tick, okay? So press the microphone, press record, say, Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and press that tick box that's on the top. Cool? So you should have this new little microphone. Drag that microphone down, go to red blocks, and drag down the red block without the arrows, okay? And that's all this coding needs to do. We can make it a little bit more exciting if we want. We can make him flash. Do you guys want to make him flash? Okay. So go to the yellow blocks, drag down the green flag, go to the purple blocks, and make him disappear. So that's the one without the person filled, and make him appear. So that's the one with the person filled. And then just go to the red blocks and drag down the arrows. Okay, so now what the turkey will do is he'll say Happy Thanksgiving, and at the same time he'll be flashing. If you guys want it home, you can also make the letters flash. So you can make the letters of Happy Thanksgiving flash. Up to you guys. Call it homework? Nah, not homework. Something else for you to do. So now that we've done this, we go up to the right again, and we're going to press on our autumn forest with the turkey. And we're going to put our last two lines of code here. So we go to the yellow block, and we're going to drag down the one that says on touch. So it's not the green flag, it's the one that has like the hand and the person. Drag that one down, okay? You see that it starts getting crowded around here, but you can like drag it down, up, so that you can see. And we're going to tell it to go to the new scene that we did. So go to the red blocks, and you'll see that you have the red block with the arrows, and now we have this new one that has the Happy Thanksgiving and the turkey. So drag that one down. Basically what this does is, if you're able to touch the turkey, it goes to the Happy Thanksgiving celebration scene, okay? And let's just do one last thing before we go. So this will have the turkey going around, but it's going to be pretty silent. So we're going to add one more line of code. We're going to go with a sound. So we're going to go to the yellow blocks. Again, the start on green. I'm going to drag it down here. We're going to go to the green blocks. We're going to record ourselves doing a turkey noise. So we're going to press the microphone, press the red, and we're going to say gobble, gobble. That's the noise that turkeys make. Gobble, gobble. And press the tick box. So press red, gobble, gobble, and then tick box. And now drag that microphone down next to the flag. We're going to go to the red blocks, and we're going to tell it to repeat over and over again. Okay? So you should have something looking like this. Before we press go, just notice one thing, because it's 5 lines of code. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, happening exactly the same time. So there's 2 lines of code which are telling the turkey to move, 2 lines of code which are telling the turkey to appear and disappear, and another line of code telling it to make a noise. Everything happening at the same time. These are parallel lines of code, and it's something really interesting to make computers do tons of stuff at the same time. All right? With that, what do you guys think? We give it a run? So we're going to go up here. We're going to put it in full screen. So next to the house and next to this one with all the squares is this one that has the corner, the lines in the corner. We're going to press that one. We're going to put our volume up. There we go. And we're going to press the green flag. Gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble. So you should have a turkey going all over the screen and saying gobble, gobble. And now with your finger, try to touch him. It's pretty hard.
Gobble, gobble.
Well, there you go. No,
Gobble, gobble.
it's super hard.
Gobble, gobble.
I got him.
And say, Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
And he says, Happy Thanksgiving, anybody. Isn't that super cool? I really like this one. If you guys want to make it less difficult in your coding, let me just take this off full screen for a second. So if you want to make it less difficult, I'm going to go here. You can make the turkey move slowly, so you can change here the speed. So these orange blocks, you can change it to normal speed, for example. And you can change the timing of him appearing and disappearing. So you can make him appear or disappear for longer, okay? So that he's not as erratic. That's a way to change the difficulty. I'll let you guys experiment with it, okay? I really like this class. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And I just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody that's celebrating it this week. And I will see you next week. And it's December, so we are going to be doing some special Christmas classes. As usual, if you guys have any comments, suggestions, feedback, a class that you wanted to see. So for example, we're going to start with Christmas because somebody told me on the Instagram channel that they wanted to start seeing some Christmas classes. So thanks very much. Go to the Coding Dad on Instagram. I think the link will be somewhere down here. I'll see everybody next week. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.